You're probably fed up right now because every time you try to lose weight, you do everything you're told to do. You track your calories, you drag your arse to the gym, you politely decline the usual threesome with Ben and Jerry every second night, and for a couple of weeks it actually works and the scales are moving down. But by week 3, the wheels start to wobble, cravings kick in and motivation shags off, and before you know it, you've regained every kilo and then some. But here's what no one's telling you. The problem wasn't your willpower, nor was it your slow metabolism. It's that all the advice you've been given only teaches you how to lose weight. Nobody teaches you how to stay lean. And that missing piece is exactly what I'm going to show you. So in this video, I'm not only going to show you how to get lean, but how to stay lean in just 3 simple steps. I'm Dan, and over the last 8 years, I've coached men and women just like you to lose weight, feel great, and keep it off for good. Like Jen, who lost 20 pounds over 12 weeks, and Ryan, who I helped drop 126 pounds. And before we get into it, if you want a head start, I've put together a free 5-step fat loss guide. It teaches the exact key pillars I teach my own clients to lose their first 20 pounds, and you can grab it for free with the first link in the description below. Now, here's the mistake you're probably making, and it's the same thing everyone makes. You 100% focus on fat loss, but nothing else. Step 1 will show you how to actually lose weight, but steps 2 and 3 will teach you how to keep it off for good. Because without steps 2 and 3, you'll be forever losing and gaining the same 10 pounds over and over again. The first part of getting lean and staying lean is, well, fat loss. And it's the part you're probably getting wrong without realizing. So let me give you a dead simple plan to follow. One that actually helps you lose the weight long term. That doesn't have you sacking things off by weeks 2 or 3. We'll do this by breaking down the big 3. Your diet, your steps, and your training. Diet-wise, there are 2 numbers you need to care about. Your calories and your protein intake. Because your fat loss, or lack thereof, it's not down to your hormones, your metabolism, or insulin resistance. It's simple. If you burn more calories than you take in, you will lose body fat. Now, to save you the ball achy maths trying to figure out your calories and protein, I've created a free calorie calculator for you to use. You can grab that through the second link in the description below. Pop your details in, get your exact calorie and protein targets, then plug into MyFitnessPal and start tracking. Next, your step target. You might think steps don't matter, but here's why you're wrong. Yes, an hour of cardio will have you burn more calories than an hour of walking, but you'll spend a lot more of your day walking than doing cardio. So more steps equals more calories burnt throughout the day, which means more fat loss. So how many should you do? Simple. Take your current daily step target and add 2,000 to 3,000 more steps. About 20 to 30 minutes more walking a day. Make that your non-negotiable Monday to Sunday, rain or shine. And once that gets a bit easy, add another 2,000 steps. Keep doing this until you're just north of 10,000 steps a day. And if you can do more, give it a whirl. Now, the training part might shock you. You don't need to bat an eye at what you do in the gym just yet. I'll explain why later in the video. Because when it comes to fat loss, the most important things are the calories you're eating, how many grams of protein you're eating, and how active you are across the day. For example, Ryan here lost 126 pounds with me. His first 100 pounds was done without setting 1 foot in a gym. So now you know how to lose weight in a way you can sustain, but that's a bit pointless if you can't keep it off, right? Which is why your next step is a reverse diet. And if you have no idea what a reverse diet is or how it works, let me explain. Now, I imagine all you've thought about so far in this journey is fat loss, which honestly, I get it. But here's the hill I will die on. If all you ever do is think about fat loss, you will forever be regaining and losing the same 10 pounds over and over and over again. The way you keep weight off is with a reverse diet. So what the hell even is that? Think of it like a transition between fat loss mode and lifestyle mode, because you can't live in a calorie deficit forever. And at some point, the diet has to end. And when it does, you need to know exactly how much you need to eat and how much you need to move to stay the same weight. And a reverse diet is how you find that out. So step 1, drop your steps to something more sustainable. If you've been hammering 12,000 steps a day and it feels a little too much to keep up long term, drop it to a number you can stick with. So like 9,000 a day, for example. Then hold that number every single day, because that way your activity levels have you burning the same amount of calories every single day. And that's really important. Step 2, add more calories in slowly. So start on the calories you're eating to lose weight, then add 200 calories on top of that. Do that for the next 2 weeks and weigh yourself every morning. And at the end of each week, find your weekly average. If your weight drops, add another 200 calories and repeat that for another 2 weeks. And keep repeating this same cycle until your weight stops dropping and actually maintains over a 2, 3, 4 week period. That number, that's your maintenance calories. The amount of food you can eat day to day and not gain weight. But here's the part everyone misses. Finding your maintenance calories also isn't the finish line. Because if you stop there, it's only a matter of time before the old habits kick in and you regain the weight you've lost. And that's not me being dramatic. We aren't built to do things with no obvious benefit to us. With fat loss, we eat less and move more, the scales drop, and our clothes fit a bit better. Maintaining is just staying as you are, which isn't very rewarding. So you'll sack it off at some point. Which is why this final point is crucial if you want to keep that weight off forever. So you want to really know why you've been losing weight and regaining it time and time again? Because you had a crystal clear goal and a rough idea of what you need to do for fat loss, but not for what comes afterwards. Because when you're losing weight, you know what you're chasing. More confidence, clothes fitting again, not dreading your own reflection. And you know exactly how to get there. Calorie deficit, eat less, move more. So you lose weight and you hit that goal. And then nothing. No target, no plan, no reason to keep pushing yourself. So the weight slowly creeps back on. The way you keep it off is by taking that exact same framework, a clear goal and a clear plan, and pointing to something that has nothing to do with fat loss. Let me show you what I mean. This is Jack when he first came to me, and this is Jack after I helped him lose 100 pounds. We did that in about a year. From there, Jack started setting and smashing goals that had nothing to do with fat loss. He went to a strength phase to bench, squat, and deadlift over 1,000 pounds combined. Then a muscle building phase to add more size before dieting down and doing a photo shoot. Then he signed up for a half marathon that we coached him through, followed by a full marathon. And his weight, it didn't bloody move. And he wasn't even concerned about it. Why? Because his mind was set on other goals. So his weight just kind of maintained in the background. And that's the secret. If you want to keep weight off after you've lost it, you always need a goal afterwards that has nothing to do with fat loss. Maybe you like the idea of running. Sign up to a 5K or a 10K or a half marathon and build a clear plan to get there. Maybe you want an even bigger transformation when you look in the mirror. Book a photo shoot for a year's time and spend 12 months in the gym building muscle for that. What it really looks like is your call. But I don't think you'll struggle to think of an idea. And here's why. Because when you started this fat loss journey, you had an idea in your head of how you wanted to look and how you wanted to feel. So now ask yourself, outside of fat loss, what could I do to push that even further? Building muscle, getting fitter, something else. Pick one and set a goal you actually care about to get there. And look, I get it. It's easier said than done. So having someone in your corner every step of the way, giving you structure and steering you in the right direction could be the difference between the goal being something you dream of and something you actually do. So if you want help to not just lose weight, but actually keep it off for good, like I've done with Ryan and Jen here, click the third link in the description below and apply for my one-to-one online coaching, because I'd absolutely love to help you get there. And there you have it. Losing weight is only half the battle. The real win is keeping it off. And it comes down to 3 simple steps. Nail your fat loss with the big 3, protein, calories, and steps. Reverse diet your way back up to maintenance calories, and then have a goal set for yourself that has nothing to do with fat loss. And if you want a head start, grab my free 5-step weight loss guide and calorie calculator linked in the description below. And if you want my personal help to help you drop the weight and keep it off for good, hit the third link below and apply for my one-to-one online coaching. And while you're at it, if you want more daily tips and tricks from me to make your weight loss a bit less of a ball ache, you should follow me on Instagram @CoachedByDan. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe, because I post videos every Friday to make your weight loss a little bit less of a head wreck. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.